Hey, this is me, Leo, and I'm back again. I just wanted to catch you guys up on where I was, and it's been a while since, just talking about my transition and all that good stuff. I guess I'm just not one to document through photos. It's just more of a personal journey for me. It doesn't mean I'm stealth or anything. I I guess life just goes really fast for me, and it's just really fast paced. So sometimes I forget, and I just take moments to myself and just take in the transition a different way than I see most people on social media. So I'm not really sure what I want to talk about today. I guess just to show you guys where I'm at, and I didn't realize that the video about where trans men can shop for clothes if they're smaller like me got that many views. So thank you for watching, and I hope I helped a lot of you out with, those struggles of being so small and nothing fits. So, um, so yeah, maybe just some updates about where I am in life. I almost a year now on testosterone. It's been fucking wild. You can see, like, what is done to my beautiful face. But I still really enjoy all the effects other than that. Fuck that. Fuck acne. For all of you going through acne, you got this. I believe in you. And I hope, go to your doctor because they can help. Because my doctor, bitch, she really coming in clutch. She got me on pills. She got me on this face cream that burns the fuck out of my skin, but she said that was one of the side effects, so if it's gonna give me clear skin, bitch, just burn it. Just help me. I know it's not, like, horrible, but I'm used to having, like, decent skin. Look at this. It doesn't look too bad on camera, so that's what's up, girl. And so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can talk a little bit about my coming out after this. I will come back. I have something important to do right now, but that's what's somebody's taking a cart on their little they have their little golf cart. I'm jealous. Fuck. Okay. Well, I'll just write some things down that I want to mention about my coming out story, and I would say just too long, didn't go through the whole video, is one, I am a first generation Asian American, so that was definitely a struggle for me. And having parents of color, those two kind of interrelate. When coming out, it was kind of difficult, and that definitely has its own challenges. And I don't know about other people who have immigrant parents, and I don't know about their coming out story. So definitely, this is just my perspective and my experience. But I just want to be able to share because I haven't seen a story like that before about where their parents of color or their first generation Asian American or whatever else American. So I think I have a really unique perspective on that, and it's something that I want to share and get out there so other people can relate to that. So yeah, I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Peace. I'm back. So yeah, I guess I'll just start with when it happened and how I started my coming out, sort of ish. So with coming out in general, I figured that it would be difficult to just go straight into it and be like, I'm transgender, this is my new name, and blah blah blah. I knew I couldn't do it like that because my parents just wouldn't understand. And I also figured that it would just be a little bit beyond their understanding, especially for my dad. So I completely just took him out of the picture. Just, you're not gonna know, I'm not gonna tell you face to face. Like, that's just not happening, and I know you're not gonna understand. So it was kind of hard, to say that, but I've never had a really close relationship with them, and we had some fallouts when I was 18, that rebellious stage, but I took it to like a whole other level, and looking back, I am somewhat disappointed in myself for some of the things that I decided to do, but they were definitely just mistakes that teenagers make, and I just think that put a really big strain on our relationship, just subconsciously. So after that, I didn't tell them things about myself in general. I never told them that I had sex or I had birth control. Like, they just never knew. And I didn't feel the need to tell them that. Like, I felt like I didn't owe them anything to tell them. Like, why did they deserve to know about my life? Because it's mine. And I was over 18 and I'm going to do what I want. And that's just how I see it as. So, yeah. I decided to take my dad out of the picture, and like almost a mini coming out was when I cut my hair short, and I did have a counselor's office, so I felt comfortable doing it at another counselor that I was seeing at the time. And I went in with my sister and my mom, and I wrote down a few things that I wanted to say. And I didn't use any terminology like I'm transgender or anything like that. I just said in the most vague. This sounds, I don't know why. I'm just thinking back about why I would make my coming out vague. I guess I just didn't want to hurt her or make her nervous in any way or overload information. So that's why it was vague. So yeah, that makes sense now. So yeah, I wrote down some things and I just said them. And it was absolutely terrifying, but I did it. And it just consisted of, this isn't my sexuality. This is my gender. I don't feel like a girl. So she was just silent for a while. And this comes the part that really fucking got me annoyed. This shit made me pissed off when I look back on it. And I still am very mad about this shit. But it's just so her. She decides to rant about her husband for the rest of the session. Like, I took up a good exactly 30 minutes. And this bitch, I don't care if it's my mom right now. I'm talking person to person. I'm trying to tell you something, and you completely ignore me, bitch? What the fuck? She decides to talk about my dad. Her marriage problems. Okay. And I was like, oh, okay. And so we left, and she gave me like a hug. She's like, everything's gonna be great. Oh my god, yeah. So we went and got chicken wings afterwards and celebrated. And completely didn't say anything. So, let's say like 1 week later, she dead names me. And I'm like, I don't like that. You know what she said? You know what she said to me? Bitch. That's what I said to her in my head when she said this. She was like, I had to collect myself. She was like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to call you that. Fuck you. She didn't say that part, but you get what I'm going at here. And I was like, oh, did we not just sit in a room together for 30 minutes for me to talk about somebody? The fuck is happening right now? And I was like, okay, bitch, we totally didn't see a counselor. So, another week later, I correct her. And this time, she done ate something. She done had an argument with her husband, girl, because she went off on me. She was like, you think I will ever call you a man? Fuck you. She didn't say that, obviously. You will never, ever be a son to me. You will always and forever be my daughter. Cross my heart. Go somewhere else. Dead name. And I was like, I have no patience. I'm leaving now. So, that was like the first half of my coming out. I guess looking back on it, I don't know if I approached it in the right way. I don't know if she understood. I didn't use any terminology. I was just like, I feel like a boy. And she was like, no. But yeah, so that's like my main coming out. And a few weeks after that, I tried like one type of testosterone, but it gave me like a reaction. So I just threw it in my backpack because I already got it from the pharmacy. And she found it And I was like, yeah, I am on testosterone. And she was like, okay. And I was like, I go to the doctor for it. And then a few weeks later, she found me with my Sharps box. And I was like, okay, try and stop me because you can't. And she didn't. You know, I'm an adult and she can't really stop me. She never has. She never will. I'm not saying I'm going to jump off the deep end. I'm just saying, like, if I'm going to make adult choices, I'm going to make adult choices and you can't really fucking stop me. Like, that's how I've been ever since I turned 18 and I love them. But also there's just like this giant boundary that, or this giant barrier that will never, I feel like will never be broken. It's just going to be there whether we like it or not. And obviously it's sad, but I've made it this far without them. No offense. And they support me in every other way, but I've made it this far without them. So honestly, I think I'm going to be fine. Like, sometimes it bothers me. Like, yeah, I do feel sad sometimes when other people are like, I love my mom, I love my dad. I always look up to them. And like, oh, my mom's calling, my dad's calling. I just don't have that. But I have other things in my life that are in place of that. And, you know, honestly, I'm thriving, bitch. I think I'm doing great. And, you know, it's always good to celebrate what you have. And sure, I might not have, like, that amazing relationship with mom and dad. But, you know, I have other really important people in my life, like my sister. So it is what it is. So yeah, let me talk a little bit more about my dad because I didn't really mention. So obviously my voice has changed a lot. And, you know, I legally changed my name before, I think, coming out to my mom at the counselor's office. So yeah, I just been receiving mail and I've been receiving mail in my dead name, or not, in my new name, my real official name, which is Leo. So yeah, I've been receiving mail as that name, and you know, my dad has definitely seen it. And you know, what's really funny is that my taxpayer or the tax lady, you know, it's my official name. Like, it's in the system now. It's with every single official fucking governmental issue, goddamn thing, whatever. I changed it every single place, and I'm really proud of myself because I did it really quickly. But so yeah, it's official now, and he's definitely seen it, and he hasn't said anything. You know, my voice has changed. I haven't said anything. It's really funny though. My grandma that I'm not close with at all. I actually, that's a story for another time, girl. But with her, she heard my voice. She's like, "Your voice sounds weird," and I was like, "I don't feel good." So, fucking hell, it's pretty funny. And I'll make another video about bathrooms, girl. That's like a whole video in itself. But yeah, he hasn't really said anything. I think he's unhappy when he sees a mail in my real name. But what are you gonna do? I'm mad. Sit there and pout like, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Be mad. Go ahead, girl. It's not affecting anybody but you. So yeah, I pretty much live my life. My parents still dead name me, which is really fucking hot. Yeah. But I haven't told my dad. I told my mom though. I think like one time my friends are coming over, I'm like, don't dead name me. And she was like, fuck you. And I was like, okay, bitch, fuck you too. Like, damn, I'm not asking for that much, and I just ask her to try. But it's been a year, she still fucking dead names me. Even her, sorry, ma, but I'm gonna throw all the tea, all the shade, bitch, because you don't want to respect me. Her sisters and brothers are even like, you probably shouldn't dead name, yeah, you should probably, like, respect him. And she's like, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Bitch, it's been a fucking year. Fuck you. Like, I'm allowed to be mad. If I don't get respect, I don't care if you're my mom. I don't care if you're a stranger. I deserve respect. That's the least a person wants and needs and should get all the time. But I don't get that. So fuck you. I'm allowed to be mad, motherfuckers. So, yeah, obviously that does make me upset. And I'm not going to deny it. But, you know, there's only so much that upsetness can do. And you just gotta move on with that shit. So, bitch, go ahead and fucking dead name me until you feel awkward when literally everybody around me calls me by my name. Fuck you. So, I don't want to say this as like a hate video. Obviously, my parents will support me in every other way, but for those people that don't have accepting parents, like, it's honestly hard to, like, when I first figured out I was trans, it was because, like, I went on social media all the time and I was, like, super jealous of each guy being like, I'm getting top surgery in 3 months, I'm 3 years on T, I'm 8 weeks on T, and blah, 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 blah. Like, go ahead, celebrate, but also sometimes people aren't as fortunate as you, so always be thankful. Like, they're like, oh, my parents are so accepting, or blah, blah, blah. But some of us don't get that shit. And so it's really fucking annoying when all you see is, like, good stories, happy stories, blah, 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 blah. When in reality, some of that shit is real, bro. Like, the pain is real. And I just want to share that because I feel like it's easy to get caught up and feel, like, jealous, which I am, like, of everybody's acceptance. But sometimes you don't get that shit. So I want to share that real shit. Um, Obviously, that shit gets to me. Um, but, I'm just trying to spread the love and awareness that y'all should be thankful for your shit because not every story is the same. And I also want to share my story because it's really unique. And, I deserve to share my story and be a part of the community. And I definitely get a lot of love and support, like I said earlier, from other places. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I want to talk about. So, thank you all for watching. It's been real, but it feels good to, just get it out there and share it with the world. So, I will catch you guys next time on whatever the fuck I decide to talk about. Because, girl, it's my channel, not yours. Alright, peace.